We have this great recipe for a sort of spicy orange sticky barbecue sauce that we made last year for chicken. I was playing around with it and I put it on a pork shoulder and it was one of the most amazing and delicious things I had ever eaten. And so I decided, why not share it with you? So that's what I'm doing today. I'm making a pulled pork shoulder with sticky orange barbecue sauce. Unbelievable. I'm gonna start by cooking the pork shoulder. I have a heat-proof skillet here. You can use a roasting pan as well. I'm just gonna make a bed of these onions to put the pork on. And what's gonna happen is, as the pork cooks and the onions cook, they sort of melt down into the sauce. And then you can mix it with the pork at the end for a delicious, delightful treat. This is a 3-pound boneless pork shoulder. I'm just gonna put it right on here and then, I guess I have to rinse my hands. All right, I rinsed my hands. Give it a nice season with some salt. I'll use tongs to turn it over so I don't have to rinse again. Pork shoulder benefits from long, slow cooking, so I have my oven at 350 degrees. Just to help it start off cooking, I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of water to the pan. This will help it from burning, especially later in the cooking process, and create a little bit of steam. I'm gonna cover it up with parchment-lined foil. Make sure it's got a nice tight seal, and then cook it for 2 hours at 350 degrees covered. Then you're gonna uncover it and start glazing it with that sauce. When your pork has been in the oven for about 1.5 hours, you want to make your sauce. In this pot, I have 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, already measured, 1 cup of thawed orange juice concentrate. And you're going to think that I'm weird, and you're going to think, what is going on? Why would I use that? Trust me when I tell you, this is going to be one of those sauces that you want to put on everything. It's so good. It's crazy delicious. A cup of ketchup. Again, you're thinking, what? You'll see. It's got tanginess, it has a little bit of sweetness, it has spiciness. It's fantastic. A teaspoon of coarse salt. 2 teaspoons of hot sauce, like a Tabasco sauce, a Louisiana style hot sauce. I think once I wanted to add more hot sauce to this, but I really think that it's a good balance. You can if you want to, but it's really probably not necessary. 4 teaspoons of Worcestershire. Worcestershire adds great depth of flavor, a little bit of flavor underbelly in the best possible way. And 4 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. Adds a little bit of tanginess, adds to the tanginess, which you're already getting from the orange juice. Then you just need to bring it to a boil or bring it to a simmer and cook it until it's nice and thick. That should take about 20 minutes if you're simmering. If you're impatient like I am, you could probably boil it. You just have to watch it more closely and then it'll take a little less time. When it's reduced and thickened, it's time to brush it over the pork, which I'm gonna take out of the oven. Take it out of the oven, keep something over the handle so that you don't accidentally burn yourself, uncover it, and then what you want to do is continue cooking it until it basically pulls apart, falls apart. Could take another 2 hours. Just want to baste it with the barbecue sauce every, like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes until it gets beautiful and caramelized and delicious. All this liquid in the bottom of the pan will probably cook out and you will be left with something fantastically delicious. You'll see. Just put this back in the oven, uncovered, probably another 2 hours, basting every 15 minutes. I mean, you know, if you're there every 15 minutes. If not, do it every 30 minutes. Okay, look at this now. Can you believe it? Look how caramelized and fantastic that is. Like, I can't even bear it. I literally can't bear it. What happens is once it's fully cooked, you should be able to pull it apart with forks. Basically should fall apart into the sauce. And I still have about 3/4 of a cup of the barbecue sauce that I'm gonna mix in here with this. Oh, you guys. I was supposed to skim the fat off the top of the sauce, but I didn't. If you want to get rid of some of the fat, you can do that. Just spoon some of it off. It's a little hard because it's mostly reduced, so there's not a lot to skim off of, but you can try if you want to. I'm just mixing my pork, my shredded pork, in with the caramelized onions in the bottom of the pan. If you don't want your pork quite as caramelized as we got it here, you notice that it was almost black on top. Cook it covered for 2.5 to to like 2 hours and 45 minutes and then uncover it. It's completely up to you how long you want to cook it uncovered and how caramelized you want it to get. Add the remaining sauce and stir it around, or at least most of it. And then if you really, really, really want to spice things up, you could serve this with a squirt of sriracha or other hot sauce. We sort of did an in-between level of spiciness for the in-between level spicy people. Even my kids loved this. How about a little roll? I have these cute little slider rolls I'm gonna pile my pork onto. Please make this, you guys. I really, 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 really beseech you. Licking your fingers is totally acceptable. Straight up. No rocks, no roll, nothing. Get it? No rocks, no roll. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.